Hello and welcome to the Math 101 Final Exam Review video solutions. We're going to do one chapter of these problems at a time. So we'll start with chapter 1. Number 1 here is an exponential problem. So we're going to start by moving any negative exponents we can and simplifying inside the parentheses. There's also different places you could start with this problem, but I'm just going to go ahead and start on the inside of the parentheses. So the 3 and the 6, that simplifies to be 1/2. So I'm just going to have a 1 on top and a 2 in the denominator. The A will move down since it's got a negative exponent and become positive. The B will stay, and the C will move up and have a positive exponent. Now this is all about to change again because I've got a negative on the outside, so let's go ahead and distribute that. So I've got 1 to the negative 6, which is just 1. B to the negative 30, multiplying those exponents. C to the negative 66 over 2 to the negative 6, and A to the negative 12. Alright, so now all these negative numbers are going to move again, and so I'm going to have 2 to the positive 6 over B to the positive 30, C to the positive 66, and A to the 12th moves up. Now the last thing we can do is we actually know 2 to the 6, so you can type it into your calculator. That's going to be 64. So I have 64, A to the 12th, over B to the 30th, C to the 66. And that's all we can do to simplify on number 1. Now number 2, we're going to start using distribution, but not the negative 3. We're going to start from the inside and work our way out. So we're going to start with this 2 here. So let's go ahead and rewrite what we've got. I'm going to scroll down. So now I have a negative 3. This is the number 2. This was number 1. Squiggly bracket, 3y plus 2. I'm rewriting everything else, so make sure that I don't lose any other terms. Y plus 2y minus 8. Square bracket, and another squiggly one. Now I can combine these like terms before I keep going. That's 2. And go ahead and drop parentheses right there. 3y minus 8. Combining those. Now I'm going to distribute again, and you'll notice a lot of times these problems you'll distribute and then combine, distribute and then combine, and that's what we're going to do. So let's distribute this too. The negative 3 is still out front. We haven't lost that negative. That's good. 3y plus 6y minus 16. Distribute that positive 2 to both those, the 3y and the minus 8. Okay, so now we're back to combining. So we have 3y plus 6y is 9y minus 16. Very last step is we can distribute that negative 3, so we get negative 27y and positive 48. And those are not like terms, and so we can't combine them, and we're just done. Can't solve for y. That was number 2. Let's look at number 3. Number 3 asks you to evaluate, so that means you're going to plug in the value for negative 2 and positive 4 into x and y. So this is number 3. Negative 2, whenever we see an x, we're going to put negative 2 squared here, plus 4 times negative 2. Y is 4. Lots of 4's and negative 2 in this problem. Let's make that not look like a 9 real quick. Here we go. Minus 4 squared. Okay, so we've got a negative 2 out front. Let's go into exponents. That's positive 4 plus 4 times negative 2 times 4 minus 4 times 4 is 16, and that minus was already out there, so we're going to go ahead and leave it. Let's multiply. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8. Negative 4 times, or positive 4 times negative 2 again is negative 8 times 4 one more time is negative 32. and minus 16. If we go left to right, that's going to give us negative 56. Ta-da! Alright, last one for chapter 1 here. We've got a problem. We're going to use a formula. A equals P times 1 plus R and T. So let's plug in things that we know. Find the amount to be repaid with the principal, so that's P, of $1,000, borrowed at a simple interest rate of 8% for 2 years. So our unknown here is the final amount after those 2 years, so we need to find A equals, and then we'll just follow the order of operations. We're going to do parentheses first. Inside the parentheses, we'll do the multiplication. So we've got 1 plus 0.16. So that's 1,000. You can also just put this in your calculator. 1.16. Multiply that and you get 1,160. Now this was talking about dollars and cents. Let's go with a dollar sign there. And that is our amount. Alright, that's chapter 1. Go ahead and watch the next video for the chapter 2 solutions.